little this and a little that, and then that'll be her darker yellow. And I stole some of her yellow. She don't even know it. Alright, so we're gonna paint. Remember, so we're painting the back petals. So the ones that are in the front are gonna be the lighter ones. So you see where the back ones are? Which ones are the back ones, Leah?
The ones that are kind of like look like they're going back.
Right. So those are the ones we're gonna paint with the darker color.
Like 3D?
Yeah, it's gonna make it look like 3D. Great job. It's gonna make it look like it's popping off the paper.
It just looks like mustard now.
Yeah. See? It does look like mustard.
I want a little bit more brown.
Okay. Remember, it's your painting. So whatever color you want it to be. Now, if you get some of your color on the blue, it's okay. Because remember, we're going to go back and retouch it up at the end. Okay? So if you get it in like, oh man, I messed up. I got some of it on the blue. Or I got some of it on the black. It's okay. Because we're going to go back and retouch it up anyway. And look, I did the other painting, and this painting is gonna look different than the one that I did before. So, all of your paintings, no painting is ever the same. They're all different. Right. So that's the back petals. So if you notice, we have our back petals already painted. Oh, your little clouds are cute, Liv. Let's look at her little clouds. Look at her little clouds. So if you want to...
This is bigger than I could have made it bigger.
Huh?
If once the canvas was bigger, then I could have made my clouds bigger.
I know, so guess what you could do? So now that you know how to paint, you could tell your mama to order you some canvas. And some paint. No.
I have a lot of paint at my grandma's house.
So then that means you can go and get some more canvas. And then you can be a little artiste. Alright? The little beret.
Yep.
Okay.
Hat from Paris, I think.
Alright. So at each little step, it'll be cool if you take like pictures. So you could have took a picture at the black and white stuff. You could take a picture after you painted your blue and white. Then you can take a picture with this part so you can look at your progress. Alrighty? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the other flower petals more yellow, but not as dark as this, or not as yellow as the yellow that I have. So whatever yellow you want to paint your front flower petals is on you.
Says, oh, I see now you stole some of my yellow. You're sneaky.
I helped you make your brown. It was already on my paintbrush. You have a lot yellow left. You have enough to paint your little
Canvas. Chocolate, is it, after this, can I go back and do that little brown that you helped me make right there? Because I didn't put it right there.
Yeah, or you can just keep painting that one up yellow and make it be all one big leaf.
Oh yeah. Like the other one.
See her?
That one would have looked very unique. I think I smeared some of that black.
It's okay if you smear the black. You know why? Because we're going to go back and retouch it up anyway. So if you smear something, it's okay. So I'm gonna go back and retouch it up. Alright, so now we have our front petals painted. So our front petals are now painted. Great job, Bill.
Mine is kind of looking like yours a little bit.
It's cute. I like your brown better than my brown. I look like my sunflowers is in the nighttime. Your sunflowers in the day.
No, they kind of look the same except for on the top.
Yeah. All right. So you notice, her flower is now all painted in. Now we're gonna make I already made my green. Liberty has to make her green, and we're gonna go ahead and paint in the stem and the leaves.
When we make the stems and the leaves, are they both green? When you make the stems and the leaves, are they supposed to both be green?
Most stems and leaves are green. If you want your stem and leaf to be a different color, it is on you. But most of them are green because they have this thing called chlorophyll. All right.
We learned about that last night.
You did?
Yep.
You know what photosynthesis is? So photosynthesis is a process that plants use to make their own food.
Shaka,
Yes, ma'am.
this green doesn't look too green.
Okay, so if your green doesn't look too green, so we have this green right here. So she got more of a turquoise, okay, or a teal. So she can do one of two things. Either she can add some more yellow, or she can add some white. All right. When she adds some of the white, if it's starting to look too tealish, then she can add some more of the green.
Or can I just keep it teal?
Or she can keep it teal. You know why? Because it's your what? Your painting.
And everybody's gonna look unique.
Yeah, everybody's gonna look unique. So
It's still turning teal, but it's really pretty.
okay, so she says she like her teal leaves. All right.
Don't use the top, so I don't get the other one messed up.
That's fine. Okay, so right now, you're at a step where you kind of need it to sit as long as possible because you don't want to smear. Alrighty, so the next step is we're going to actually go back over all of the black spots again to kind of give it more definition, okay? So I'm going to blow dry it. So remember, if you don't have a blow dryer at home, that's okay. You just have to let it sit. But you want this part to be totally dry before you go back in and do the black.
If I use some of your green,
Sure.
since you got some of my yellow.
Sure. Now she want her some of her green. Alright. So now this is the thing. In a painting, let's say, so this is her teal, okay? So I'm assuming she's not feeling it, okay? That's okay. Before you paint over it with a different color, let it dry.
I'm not gonna paint over it, I'm gonna put more details in it.
Okay, so let's say that she wanted to paint over it. She's just putting details in it. But let's say you wanted to paint over it, let it dry first, and then you can paint over it with a different color and you won't see the color that was behind it, okay? But I'm gonna let her use some of my green to add her details.
I'm a little Picasso.
You a little Picasso?
Yep.
Okay, so now that it is completely dry, alrighty, so we won't have any smearing. Make sure your paintbrush is completely clean for this part, because this is the part that we're gonna do to make our masterpiece look all the way complete. So you want the tip of your brush, no matter which brush you have, to be as thin as possible, okay? You dip it in, you don't want a lot of the black paint on your brush because you're just tracing over the parts to make it more detailed. So if you notice, if you look at this spot right here, you see how I went over it with the yellow? But then when I come back and I paint over it, so you're not gonna even notice that I made a mistake. So this is like, let's say you got some of it on the blue part and you don't want nobody to see that you messed up, just paint over it black, okay? Or if you got some of the darker brown on the lighter yellow, just paint over it with the black. But make sure your tip on your black thing is really, really done. Alright, so you done? You ready to trace?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna blow dry Liberties so she can trace out her outline. Do y'all like her details? Yes, it looks like she got some depth in hers. She uses more paint, so when you use more paint, it makes it look more prettier as well, because she doesn't have any white spots.